Hey, Rick Master here. I just got done watching I No Exorcist. Holy crap, that was a good episode. I No Exorcist review, episode 15. That was a good episode. That was pretty beast. That was pretty beast. Oh man, I wish it didn't end the way it did. It's so frustrating and cliffhanger crap. Can't wait for the next episode. But let me just get into this episode. That was But they're basically still doing the little test they were supposed to be doing to get the lantern to their to the location, right? They showed a flashback or what was going on, and Ring got caught from the last episode, so he's in the cot and he's all stuck. So he's all telling everyone to leave so he can turn the flames on and get out of there. So but Bond didn't like that. He's like, no, I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna help you. And he ends up doing something beastly. He ends up taking the staff that Shima has, throwing it at that butterfly moth thingy, and then does an incantation to thunder its head and made him let go of Rin. And I was like, I mean not Rin, but Rin. And it was like, whoa. I was like, that's pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome what Bond did. I was like, oh, okay. He got some skills. He got some skills, And so they ended up having to run away from the moth butterfly thingy, and so Ice Cream Man. I just didn't want to have that music in the background, but so after that happened, they ended up actually getting to the location. Everyone was alive and well and everything. And when they got there, it was weird. What's the dude's name? Takara, that's what his name is, because that girl with the eyebrows, I can't remember her name right now. I'm too amazed by what happened to Rin, but I can't say his name's Takara. Who are that guy with the puppet? Yeah, he somehow did it himself, and I'm like, how the heck? Who is this guy? I mean, what does he do? I mean, I'm curious now, because he got here by himself, and she ended up doing it by herself too, and I'm like, okay, that was very interesting. I'm like, why did it take all of them, and it only took Takara by himself to do it? In the girl with the eyebrows, I can't remember her name for some reason, but yeah, leave comments if you know what the name is. I can't remember, but let's get into the beast crap. Cause Amyaman ended up coming up in there, and I was like, uh oh, he ended up coming, and then freaking Shura ends up summoning that sword out of her chest, boobies, and she ended up just doing this beastly incantation seal crap, and I was like, oh snaps, and ended up blocking Amyaman from not getting in there. And it's like, oh, and he's like, he flew. I'm like, whoa. So after that happened, he ended up putting holy water on everybody except Rin, because I would, hurt him. So he didn't do that. And Bond's like, why didn't you put holy water on him? And, Bond was really suspicious about Rin, because he's always leaving and, always trying to do stuff on his own and stuff. So Emiyama ends up controlling Shimi, because Shimi had this thing, this parasite in her neck that happened to her when she got attacked. So she ends up walking out of the barrier. So she ends up taking her hostage and ends up going, and then Ren ends up following, and then Shura's going too. But that demon attacked Shura, because Amramon also had some of this demon that was going to attack Ren, but Shura attacked that, and then Ren ended up going after Amyamon, and then Amyamon being stupid, Ren caught up to Amyamon, and Amyamon's like, and Ren's asking, what are you gonna do with Shimi? And he's like, well, I'm gonna make her my wife. You better love me forever and ever, and all that stuff. And she's like this, and then she's like, okay, now you gotta give me a kiss. And he's all, bleh. I'm like, what? It's how you kiss, man. And then Ring got upset, tried to attack him, then unsheathed his sword though, because he has a sword back, because Shira gave him his sword, and they're attacking, and yeah. And he's like, this is supposed to be my line, and then they start fighting, and he was holding on. The whole time Amimon was holding on, to a part to where I guess he was like, he's a butt person, huh? Come on, you saw that. you saw that. But yeah, so they end up fighting, and the fight. If you gotta watch this episode to see the fight. That was some epic crap that was going on. They were fighting. Ring ended up getting hit once, flying, getting himself hurt, on the ground, and then Bond wrestling was like, I can't just sit here and not do anything, because Shura ended up telling everyone to stay there, but he's like, I ain't doing this. So he ended up coming, trying to save Ren and whatnot, and then that bald dude, that Coco Moro or something like that, it's a long name, but he ends up shooting his firecracker and ends up making his head look like a mushroom, like not mushroom, but like broccoli, because his hair's green, and Shima was all laughing at it, like broccoli and stuff. And then he got mad, kicking him. Like, I don't know, he probably broke some ribs because he wasn't getting up. And then he ends up attacking the bald dude, hurting him. Like, actually, he didn't like attack him like that. He just broke his arm somehow, like this. Just snapped a finger and broke the dude's arm. Like, dang. And then Bond was getting choked and stuff, and then Bond's like, I'm more pissed off by the fact that you always try to do stuff on your own, Ren, because Ren always tried to do stuff on his own. So he's saying that he's more pissed off about him than he is at Amiyamon. And he's like, why do you keep doing this? What are you and stuff? And then Ren's like, without some of his power, you can't save him. So he's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do, but I'm gonna have to do this. He ends up with sheathing his sword, and everyone finally sees him. And I was like. And then he ends up and Ant-Man was like, let go of Bond, like, ha ha ha, oh yeah, let's do this now, it's beautiful. And they start fighting, and freaking Ren was owning Ant-Man. He was getting his butt whooped. So I was like, what is going on here? And I'm like, wow, he got all strong all of a sudden. And Bond was like amazing, like that's Kata Gira sword. And he's like, he's a demon and stuff. He was just so surprised and everything. So she was trying to tell them to get out of here and yada yada yada, and Yukio was there too. He tried to tell Ren not to do it, but Ren had to. So he ends up fighting. Like I said, he starts fighting Amiyamon. He kicks the crap out of Amiyamon, knocks him on the ground, starts swinging the sword around, flames everywhere, burning crap everywhere, and everyone's watching the fireworks basically. And it was an epic battle. If you guys gotta see that. You guys gotta see that. If you haven't watched the episode, go watch the episode. It was a really good battle. And yeah, Amiyamon is getting beaten basically because he's on fire, but he's not dead. But he was all jacked up, burnt up and stuff. So then his brother ends up coming, Mithrobis ends up getting him out of there, and summons this big cuckoo clock thingy, ends up putting him in the cuckoo clock. But then Ren ends up cutting the cuckoo clock. So does that kill Amiyamon, or is he still alive? Because now that makes a question. And then Ren was actually out of control. He couldn't control himself anymore. So he was just out of it at this point, and he's just all demoned up. And Mythobis is like, what a shame. You're such a hassle, you know. And then it ends off, and the sword's also cracking too. It's about to break, and it ends off like that. And it's just like, what the heck? Why's it gonna end like that? I was like, oh, now that's why I gotta see the next episode. Like I said, if you haven't seen this fight, go see it. This is a great episode. I loved it. I loved it. That's all I can say. That was a good episode. And if you've seen it, leave a comment. Tell me how you like this episode. And what do you think is going to happen in the next episode? You know, tell me what you think is going to happen in the next episode. Thumbs me up. Subscribe to my channel. It's been the Thabreakmasta. I No Exorcist episode 15 review. Break out.